Welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 854, recorded live on December 13th, 2025. And here are your hosts. The man who I'm not sure listens to this podcast, Dave Pillay.
Sometimes.
And the man who will let everybody else know that you can now listen to us on Spotify, Andy Lowe. Hi.
It reminds me, you need to get me the RSS feed.
I sent you the RSS feed.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Scrolling. Why do we talk so much to each other?
Gee, almost like we're friends.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? November 22nd.
Okay, can you, resend it?
Sure. Copy link.
Oh, I see. Anchor.fm.
Yes.
That's the podcast RSS feed?
Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to save that change. And we're going to do it to this one, too. And it should be active on iTunes now.
Ooh, good.
And all of the old RSS servers.
Well, that'll be good. So we've got Spotify. Spotify, the RSS feed will now send to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I found out that, because I'm trying to add the back catalog to the RSS feed.
Yep.
That YouTube will still pull them even if they're already in there. So it's going to take some finagling until I can get the Spotify and the YouTube playlist matched up.
I have the utmost faith in you.
Yes, this will just take some time because, as I said, this is episode
854.
Yes.
Yup, that's a thing.
So, trying to go back and get things added.
854.
Yep. Part of me wonders if I can't just get an AI to parse the old RSS feed. Tell me.
It's sort of like it's an XML file.
Yes.
So I don't know if you want an AI to do it versus ask the AI to write you a program to do it.
I just need something to probably just parse like title and description and, date.
I'd ask the AI to write a program to do it.
Okay.
As opposed to asking the AI to do it. Because the AI will do it for a couple episodes.
But not all 850.
And then it'll get lost in its context. And then just it's not going to work.
Yeah. But yes, so it's going to be... This is also going to be better because normally I would actually have to create a video file for YouTube, even though it's a still image.
Yep.
While the audio plays, it technically has to be a video file. And so it's like, you know what? YouTube can take
Spotify handles that?
YouTube can take an RSS feed of audio only and put the audio with a still image up as a video.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, that's one less step that I have to do.
There's got to be a plugin or something or for Audition or whatever it is we're using now to export the waveform as a video.
I'm using Adobe Audition 3.
Yeah.
That is not supported at all by Adobe. Adobe.
Right. But
you think there's something else out there?
I have a feeling there's some plugin somewhere that can do that for you.
Possibly.
That can output a video file with the waveform across a still image.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to do it. I remember we talked about, was it OpenShot that I reviewed?
No.
Yeah, OpenShot, the video editor that I talked about, that was free.
Okay.
I mean, I just literally remove one audio file, drop the next audio file in there, because the files are all the same length.
Yeah.
And then I just export and I just change the name.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy. It just will take my computer a couple of minutes to chew through it all, and then I have to upload it to YouTube and type everything in.
Right.
This way, I just
it's automatic.
I put it into Spotify. YouTube literally is following the RSS feed and just pulls it from there. So
yeah. Okay, fine.
It's not like I have to write my own, script files like I did at the old job. It still was kind of funny. They're like, oh, yeah, no, we're going to have to charge you $200 per license for this. And I'm just like, oh, bullshit.
Like, I'll just do that myself. Thank you very much. So I'm going to send you a link to a thing. Since we're talking about AIs, it's relevant. I've been doing stuff with my 3D printer.
Okay. I see a grid.
Yep. What you see is a 20 by 20 grid.
Yes, it
rotated,
says
45.
It says dimensions 20 by 20. Okay.
Yeah, and you can click resize and resize it.
Okay.
I wouldn't suggest doing much more than 20 by 20, but the idea is I have this I have a 3D model that is essentially scale mail, and I have a printer that can print with multiple colors. So I can make designs in the scale mail by printing different colors of scales.
Oh.
But because it's scale mail, like the printer wants to do it diagonally. Like diagonally makes more sense.
Yeah.
Given the way the scales go. So I wanted a piece of software that I could view it and see it diagonally. And all pixel editors ever
Want to be square.
want to be square, and they want to be not just a square, but they want like the sides on the bottom and the top as opposed to on the diagonals. Because I want to be able to like make things out of the scale mail. So I wrote this software. I wrote this web page that I just sent you, but I didn't write a line of code. I did not write one single line of code.
That
This
actually
entire thing came from AI.
that will segue perfectly into a topic, but I need to ask you
Yeah.
one or two.
Two.
Two? All right, good. 7-Up, Shirley Temple.
Oh, it's nasty.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah.
Damn
Sorry.
it. This has been literally sitting in my refrigerator.
Yeah, we had it here. It's not great. You're better off just buying grenadine and Sprite.
Oh, that's weird.
There it is.
Huh. All right. Well, I just needed to at least get my throat moistened.
Yep.
Wow, that has been so anticlimactic. I got that before we went on break, and then I'm like, it's just sitting in the fridge. I'm like, yes, I can finally try this.
Yep.
And disappointment in a can.
Poor Andy.
Oh, well. I'll just give the rest to Kate, and she can take it into work and drop it off on the free food section.
Yep.
Or no, wait, I've got our my work holiday party is on Monday. I should just bring it up there, up to Lansing with me, and just leave it on the counter next to the drinks and be like, anybody wants to try some?
Now's your chance.
Yep.
It's gross as hell.
Yep. But so that actually leads us into a topic. If we want to jump into the topics right away.
Sure. What's on our topics, Andy?
Well, because it turns out during an interview with some of the people at OpenAI,
Yeah.
they created their AI coding agent called Codex.
Yeah.
According to the product lead at OpenAI for Codex, the vast majority of Codex is built by Codex.
Yeah.
They're using the tool to make a better tool.
Yeah. That's been pretty standard for a while.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me, at least.
Okay.
But this is a normal thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's not atypical.
Okay.
If you use AIs to train AIs.
Yes, that part I did know. Yes, because the whole humans are too slow for training, so you use humans to train an AI, which will then be used to grade the answers of the other AI.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not actually like too shocking.
Oh man, I still remember everybody was telling me like, oh, you got to get into software development and coding and that sort of stuff in college. It'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small worries there.
Yep. But I'm sitting there going like, the ideal somewhat with, software stuff, but it's mainly just, backups and installs and configurations. But, pulling out transmitter and replacing the power module, that's not really something an AI can do.
For now.
Granted, yes, that is true because we are going to some more virtualized based equipment.
I mean, it's not even virtualized. Like, how hard do you think it would be to give an AI one of the like Boston Dynamics dogs and say, here's the buttons you can use to control it?
I mean, I could see that.
Especially when you give the dog a rudimentary AI that says like, oh, you want to go from here to here, here's how you do it. So that the main AI just has to say, go here.
Yeah. I mean, I could... when I had an issue with one of the AM stations, so it was a new Nautel transmitter, I was in the building. The Nautel person was remoted into the transmitter through my laptop. He was going down a troubleshooting flow chart, which pinpointed exactly which of the 3 power modules was bad. I pulled the tray out. They shipped me another one from the factory. I pulled mine out, put it in the same box the other one just came in, shipped it back to the factory, and that was, because it was under warranty, that was the end of it. They shipped me a new thing, I plugged it in, I took the old one out. I mean, if you had one of those spot dogs with a screwdriver, probably could have the transmitter was connected to the internet, which, no, don't do that. But, through enough VPNs and security. Man, it was... What did I have that was connected? Oh, yeah, it was our remote control unit for WKZO was connected to the internet. And just watching just the random people pinging that box.
Trying to get into it?
Yeah. But you had to have the correct software, and you had to have the correct username and password. So people were just pinging the random port, but having no idea what to do. But it was still hilarious just watching. It's like, oh, this thing connected, disconnected, connected, disconnected, connected, disconnected. Yeah, that's not going to help you. But no, you're right. At some point, you could have it where automated things come in and actually pull the modules and replace them.
Right.
But I was saying, like, there was one of the comparators used to be 8 individual boxes, and now it's just 2 virtualized servers. And the second one's there only for redundancy. So, could be interesting. I coding guys, though, no idea. Well, granted, I did do an install in a vehicle of a radio. I don't know if AI is going to be able to do that.
Here's the better question, Andy.
Yes.
Will there be a time where AI doesn't need to do that?
I don't know.
Because, like, AI don't need cars.
I don't know. Are we still going to need the police at some point?
Depends. I have you watched the thing yet about Sable AI?
No. Have
you read the book yet about if anyone builds it, everyone dies?
No, I just finished the book club book.
Okay.
I do believe I have that on... Do I have the audiobook on Libby? Let me check. Here is L. L-H-I-J-K-L. There it is. Yep, I have both of them on hold.
Okay.
Which reminds me, I can return the book club book.
Nice.
I finished it. I have to return through the Kindle app? Really? That's dumb.
Anyway, like the story of Sable and the idea of if anyone builds it, everyone dies. Like,
yeah, my current hold is 26 weeks, so it's going to take a little bit.
We won't need the police. It's pretty terrible, is what it is.
Well, do we want to keep there? They got a couple of AI things.
Sure. Let's keep talking about AI.
All right. Well, Trump did an executive order.
Yes, he did. About state and states' rights and their ability to regulate artificial intelligence.
Yep.
And that's also concerning.
Yes.
Especially when you go and read, if anyone builds it, everyone dies. So what did the Donald say?
Well, he wants to basically state that any sort of federal AI standard will overrule the patchwork of 50 state regulatory regimes. Also calls for the Attorney General to establish an AI litigation task force whose sole responsibility shall be to challenge state AI laws.
God damn it. Okay.
And they are tying BEAD, which we talked about, the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program, to this as well. The Secretary of Commerce must specify the conditions under which states may be eligible to receive remaining funding if, they comply.
Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about it other than we need to be able to regulate AI. We need to be able to regulate AI.
I just love the fact, though, it says, Section 1 is the purpose is to, must be free to innovate, and state-by-state regulations are causing problems. Section 2, the policy. This is the entire policy section of the executive order. It is the policy of the United States to sustain and enhance the United States global AI dominance through a minimally burdensome national policy framework for AI.
Sure. That's why we gave all those chips to China.
Yes.
So that we could maintain the U.S. dominance over AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's by giving the chips to China.
Yes.
That's what we did. Does anyone else see a problem with that?
Everything's 180 degrees. It's bizarro world is what it is.
Yeah.
Trump saying he's tough on drugs and fentanyl and then pardons an actual
drug lord.
It's like, but yeah.
Oops. What else? What else we want to chat about? Because I'm looking through the topic list, Andy, and I'm seeing a lot of things that are just going to be like, that happened. Not excited about it, but that happened.
Keeping with AI, Disney gave OpenAI.
Oh, that's right. Disney sued them, didn't they?
No. Disney didn't sue OpenAI.
Didn't someone just sue one of the AI companies?
Well, on Thursday, Disney announced a $1 billion investment in OpenAI and a 3-year licensing agreement that will allow users of Sora to create short clips featuring more than 200 Disney, Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars characters. So if you can't beat them, join them.
Apparently.
So yes, Disney announced an agreement with OpenAI, and then I do believe the next day sent a letter to Google. Was it Google that they sent a letter to? Hold on, let me look this up. Yes, they sent a letter to Google telling them that they need to cease and desist and remove any videos that were made by Google's Veo, I think is their tool. And they said, all the videos that are up that have Disney characters in them that were generated need to be taken down. They also demand that Google needs to implement safeguards to prevent its AI tools from generating Disney-owned characters.
Okay.
And it also demanded that Google cease using Disney's characters to train AI models. So yes, they struck a deal and then sent a cease and desist right away going, nope.
Sweet.
Yep.
What's your take on it, Andy? Let's talk about that real quick instead of instead of just reading off the news articles, what's your, like, in general, do you have a stance?
On what?
Excuse me. On the training of AIs on all of this copyrighted content.
I mean, I feel like the AI companies way back when, they just needed data, right? You needed data to train the AI, and I feel like they didn't care where it was coming from. So it was a very laissez-faire sort of thing at the very beginning, and I feel like they were going with the idea of it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is permission.
Definitely.
A lot of people were like, oh, this is illegal. And it's like, well, no, nobody's really written any laws on AI. And now it turns out when states try and do write laws on AI,
the government is saying no.
Yeah. Because
you're not allowed to do that.
How much money did they give Trump for his ballroom?
A lot.
They're willing to spend how many million on the 2026 election?
A lot. It's gonna be bad. Okay.
Yeah, there's a super PAC backed by the AI industry that currently has $100 million in initial funding for whatever they want to do for the 2026 election.
I can't think of much to talk about with this other than, like, Disney is making a shit ton of money off of it. Well, they're spending a shit ton of money right now, but licensed 200 characters for Sora. So they're both spending and making a lot of money.
I don't know. The one thing I really hate about this, when I saw the Coca-Cola holiday ad, which we talked about here, I think was there a McDonald's ad? Yes, it was a McDonald's ad that was AI generated, which turns out nobody liked it, and McDonald's has pulled the ad. But it's one of those things where it's like, AI is supposed to be a tool. It is not supposed to be the final product, in my opinion, right?
Agreed.
It's supposed to help you. It's not supposed to be you. Yet you see the holiday, the Coca-Cola ad, and you see this McDonald's ad, and you're just like, no. It's like, okay, maybe McDonald's, was trying to get some publicity by saying, oh, this is an AI ad, but it seems to have backfired.
Yeah. Did you see the analysis of that Coca-Cola ad, by the way, where someone made, like,
all the vehicles?
Yeah, here's all the trucks that are in it, and that they're all different.
Yep. I mean, how hard would it be to have AI basically storyboard it for you?
And then go and do it.
I mean, instead, somebody decided to cut out the actual artist from it, and it looks like crap. But the question is the average person watching that ad going to care?
I think the average person cares because the quality is worse. And maybe if the quality gets better, then they won't care as much.
Maybe. Yeah, was that saying this is the worst the AI is going to be? That quote just keeps sticking with me all the time. It's like just looking at it going like, this is the worst.
It's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better from here.
Which is shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There might be a wall that we hit eventually, hopefully. And yes, I do say hopefully to that. Mostly because the book I'm trying to get you to read has just absolutely terrified me.
I'm reading this article about it. Somebody pointed out the fact that, there was no people really in the Coca-Cola ad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so now you're completely cutting, people out of there, actors. It's good if it's a tool. It's not good if it's the final thing.
It's an interesting world that we live in right now.
Oh, geez. I'm just reading through the rest of the article. A curated selection of fan-made Sora videos will stream on the Disney Plus platform starting in early 2026.
Say that again?
On Disney's end of the deal.
Yeah.
The company plans to deploy ChatGPT for its employees and use OpenAI's technology to build new features for Disney Plus. That, I don't know what that means.
I mean, that just means that they signed a contract that, and the team behind Disney Plus, like the programming team, is going to be using OpenAI and Copilot for their programming.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a shocker anymore. Like, everyone's using AI programming.
Yes. But it also says a curated selection of fan-made videos using OpenAI will stream on the Disney Plus platform starting in early 2026.
So Disney's just doing TikTok?
I guess so.
Like, you too can make a good enough AI product that Disney will just play it for you. I am dumbfounded, as is Andy from what it sounds like.
I don't know. It's this thing with Disney and OpenAI, and then we got to talk about Warner Brothers
And the sale?
Well, who knows? Because
the multiple possible sales?
Yes. Because Netflix wanted to buy the company's Warner Brothers streaming and movie studio, but not the TV part of it at $27.75 a share.
Yep. But Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount came in and is trying to do a hostile takeover by offering.
To be clear, with the Netflix offer, like the board approved it.
Yes.
Right? Like both Netflix's board and Warner Brothers were like, yep, this sounds great. And then Paramount came in and said, no, we want this. And we'll take the whole thing. And we aren't going through the board. We're going directly to the shareholders.
Yes.
In a hostile takeover.
So Warner Brothers in the Netflix deal would be split. So you'd have Warner Brothers, streaming and the movies, and then they would spin Discovery back off again into a new company that handles all of the TV stuff, which is kind of funny because, Warner Brothers merged with Discovery in April 2022.
Right.
And then they're just like, oh, this whole TV thing's not working. Get it away. But yeah, Paramount wants to pay $108.4 billion for all of Warner Brothers Discovery.
At this point, that amount of money just doesn't make sense anymore.
Nope.
Right? Like, this is just a stupid amount of money.
Yes. So would not only Paramount, own CBS and everybody else, but then also CNN's through Warner Brothers, right?
Yes. Time Warner.
Let's see. There's got to be Warner Brothers Discovery owns HBO, TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, CNN, Discovery, HGTV, Food Network, TLC, blah 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 blah. So if that goes through, CNN's going to get the same wonderful treatment that CBS News has gotten.
What is the treatment that CBS News has gotten?
Oh, the fact that Ellison picked a guy who has never actually worked in TV news to be their ombudsman and to make sure that everything is fair and balanced.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Again. Which Ellison is this, by the way? David Ellison, right?
Yes.
Okay, not Larry Ellison.
No, but
they aren't related, are they?
They are. I thought it was father and son, I thought. Right?
David Ellison, Larry Ellison. David Ellison, the son of Oracle Corporation co-founder Larry Ellison.
Yep. That's how he basically got the job.
Yeah. A centibillionaire. This is like the worst nepotism.
Mm-hmm.
This is incredibly bad. So who's going to get it?
I don't know. This will all have to go up to the courts and then also have to be approved by the FCC. So,
and the shareholders.
And the shareholders, yeah. There's a lot of people who've got got a say in this.
Yep.
The Netflix one, if I actually remember correctly, Netflix actually put in the deal a whatever that clause is, that if it doesn't go through, Netflix will still give Warner Brothers X amount of dollars.
Oops. Do you have... Yes, you do have the Game Awards in here.
Yes.
Should we talk about the Game Awards?
That a little tiny indie game, which I didn't actually know it was an indie game.
Clair Obscur?
Yeah, because all the videos that I saw of it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a fantastic game. And apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Yes, since it won 9 of the awards, including Game of the Year.
I haven't played it yet.
I have not. I've seen videos of it. Especially, I looked it up because I was like, "Oh, Game of the Year." Like, let me just double check to see what this. Oh, this looks good. Turn-based RPG.
Yeah, it's like an old Final Fantasy.
Part of me looked at it, and it for me felt like it was the same type of turn-based RPG that the newer Fallout games were. Right?
Because newer Fallout games, like Fallout 3 and 4?
Sure.
Because those aren't turn-based.
I thought you could do that as a turn-based thing.
Fallout?
Yeah.
No. You can go into VATS.
Yeah, and then it sets it up as a turn-based thing, right, or no?
No. VATS goes into ultra slow motion, but you don't get to aim and shoot while you're in VATS. You just say, shoot the head, shoot the chest, and then you hit go.
Oh, they did switch to real-time action.
Yeah.
Okay, modern games brought back VATS as a slowed-down target assist system rather than purely turn-based. Okay.
Yeah. And you need to have, I believe it is your agility in your special that gives you more, like, points towards VATS.
Man, I know the original Fallout games, like Fallouts 1 and 2, those were all turn-based. Fallout 4 was not turn-based.
No, it's real-time. It's all real-time.
Well, now I'm reading through this. You're right. Wow. This is what happens.
Shocker.
I play the old games and then I play the new games, and it still felt like it was turn-based. But
you should play the new games.
I should play the new game. But
no, you should play like Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. So you know what else comes out of the Game Awards?
What?
Besides Clair Obscur winning like 12 fucking things by itself.
9, I thought. Was it 9 or was it 12?
Game of the Year, direction, narrative, art direction, score and music, indie game, debut indie game, RPG,
and a best performance.
Okay, 9.
Yeah. They did you actually see his award acceptance speech?
Nope.
He was dressed up in the classic French outfit.
Like the French mime.
Yeah. Basically, he was in that outfit, and he was like, this was supposed to be a joke. I wasn't expecting to be up here. I'm like, look at your outfit. I'm like, yeah, no, you were totally just running the gag.
Yep.
And lo and behold.
Oops. Oh, excuse me. There were some good games this year. But the other thing that comes out of the Game Awards list of games announced at Game Awards 2025. There is always new announcements because the Game Awards has replaced E3.
Because it's a better time of the year.
And because E3 is just, it's bad.
Yes, I know, but E3 was always during the middle of summer, so it was an odd time for the release schedule.
Yeah. There's some interesting things that were announced. There was a game trailer for Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. It tells you nothing. This announcement trailer does not tell you about what time of the timeline it is. It doesn't tell you what kind of game it is. Apparently, it is a single-player, narrative-driven action RPG. which also still doesn't like
That doesn't tell you much.
What is an action RPG? Like, isn't that like all games? Like, really? But there was also a Mega Man game announced, and there's a new Larian Studios game announced. So, like, that's big. Do you remember how big Baldur's Gate was, like, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, their next game has been announced. Yeah. So I wanted to point those out because there's some really cool stuff.
Well, do you want to switch over to some video game news?
Always.
Well, so WoW.
Wait, weren't we just talking about video game news?
Yes, I know.
Did you talk about the Game Awards?
Keep going with the video game news.
Okay.
So WoW came out with their new expansion, right?
Sure.
And you got to build basically your own home, right?
Yeah.
So it turns out that people had figured out how to basically break the house and make it float in the air.
Okay. What does that get you?
Well, it gets you that you could put your house in a tree or just floating up in the air or, different places rather than just having your house on the ground. Mm-hmm. Which, as soon as this started rolling through, the folks at WoW were trying to figure out how to force everybody, how to fix it, how to fix, people putting their houses back on the ground and not in the air. But then about halfway through trying to figure it out, all the developers started sharing all the screenshots that they had gotten, flagged as bugs.
Yeah.
And all the developers are like, actually, these are pretty cool.
Like, we actually kind of like that.
Yeah. They're like, he says, like, no joke, we had an ops channel about how to roll out the float fix, but folks shared like 5 of the dopest houses, and we all kind of immediately agreed that this was way too cool to change. So instead of trying to fix it, the team quickly got to work on enabling the floating house UI.
I like it.
So they're like, look, this was not supposed to be that way, but you guys seem to enjoy it, and they look pretty cool, so we'll just we'll put it in the game.
Okay.
And I mean, for goodness sakes, how many floating structures were there in WoW? Especially for like at the Blood Elves and...
I mean...
Naxxramas
you
was
are making
floating,
me go
right?
way back. Well, Naxxramas was a raid.
I know, but the castle was actually supposed to be like floating in the air, right?
Yeah, but you couldn't just like go to it.
I know, but still, like having floating buildings is not out of character for WoW.
Correct. Usually there's a lot of magic involved.
Yes. The guy did point out, though, that since houses were never intended to be floating, the undersides of the houses were not really modeled as a texture. Mm-hmm. So if your house is floating, you might want to, put it on something because the bottom of the house is going to look weird.
Because there was nothing there for it to have because they didn't make anything for the bottom.
Yeah.
Oops.
And that houses, you might have it too high, so you might have a problem clicking on the door to enter the house. So they suggest that you might want to consider building a ramp or a mount landing spot for your house.
Nice.
If you put it up too high.
I have not played WoW in a long time.
Yeah, nope, you and me both. But still, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's an interesting idea, and it seems people like it.
Seems like the people at Blizzard liked it.
Yes, and decided to keep it.
Yeah.
The staff at id have voted to unionize.
Yay! Good for them. Who owns id?
I think id owns id.
Does id own id? No, id Software is a subsidiary.
Oh, ZeniMax.
Parent ZeniMax Media.
Which is owned by Microsoft.
Okay. So, down the rabbit hole we go.
Yep. But yes, 185 employees at id will be unionizing. So under the CWA union. So that's where all the other ones are going.
Yep. Communication workers.
Yep.
Yeah, communication workers. I think that's the group that I'd be in if I were to unionize. I think.
I am in the SEIU. Yes. Service Employees International Union. I think it's, SEIU 517 for public employees.
Cool.
Oh, space news.
Space
SpaceX
news. Yes.
might be going public.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They're considering an IPO?
Yep. With a target valuation of 1.5 trillion.
Holy shit! They are confident in their model. Are they trying to raise capital or something?
Currently, the largest IPO in history occurred in 2019 when Saudi Arabia, the state-owned Saudi Arabian oil company, began publicly traded, and they raised $29 billion. The 1.5 trillion valuation would allow SpaceX to raise in excess of $30 billion.
Why?
Well, that's a very good question. It seems, though, that a lot of people started asking around going, why is Musk thinking about taking it public? Well, he thinks about using the Starlink satellites as a space-based data center.
Okay, but the satellites don't have a lot of compute.
The newer ones will.
He's going to put more compute on the newer ones?
Yep.
How is he going to cool them?
I don't know. But he wants to do that, and he also wants to build satellite factories on the moon and using a railgun to accelerate AI satellites to lunar escape velocity. And he is expecting...
This is Musk being an idiot.
He's expecting to have more than 100 terawatts a year of AI computational power.
This is Musk being an idiot.
He's not the only one looking into that, though. I think Blue Origin was also looking into using the Kuiper system as space-based data centers for AI.
Okay, but let's not. Please don't put this stuff out of reach. God damn it. Do you people not Andy, why? Do they just not pay attention? Do they just not care? Do they just not think it's going to be a thing? Why would you put your data center in a place where it would be impossible to maintain?
Because they probably think it's cheaper, especially if Starship gets up there and you're throwing up, dozens and dozens of satellites in one go.
Yeah. Data centers require maintenance.
Yep.
Putting it on a satellite means you can't do anything to it. It's gone. It's in orbit. You can't upgrade it.
He just thinks, going IPO will give him enough cash to do this, which, raising $30 billion in one day
would certainly give you a lot of cash.
Yep.
But Jesus Christ, it's bad. All right. What else? Anything else?
Well, let's see. Google is going to be expanding live translation to any earbuds, just any regular earbuds. Before, it was requirement of Pixel Buds to do the live Google Translate.
Mm-hmm.
But now,
cool.
They have it just for the Pixels, but they're saying that they're testing out just using regular Bluetooth earbuds.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yep.
Have you used any of the live translation stuff?
I've done the things where I've scanned other languages using the thing there, and it will just translate. It's I don't even have to tell it what language it is.
It just superimposes the translation.
Yeah. It just looks at it, goes, oh, okay, that's that's Cantonese. Boom, here's the translation for it. Oh, that's Korean. Boom, here's the translation for it. But no, I haven't done any of the actual audio translation yet. I don't really hang out with people speaking other languages all that often.
Okay. I had a bunch of construction workers in my house the other day. So there were a couple other languages going on. I did not pull out the live translation, but I did see on the recording that I made, which, by the way, fun fact, Wisconsin is a single-party state.
Ah.
So
Michigan
as long as you are part of the conversation, I think Michigan is too. You have the right to record as long as you are part of the conversation. So I used the like recorder app to record what was going on, and it had things where it was like detected other language.
Well, it looks like Michigan is a little in the gray.
Why is that?
Because there's not specifically listed as a single party, but Michigan does not permit just anyone to record conversations so long as they have the permission of any one person involved in the conversation. Only the participant themselves may record their own conversations with their own consent.
So it sounds like you can record your own stuff.
Okay, so yes, but you can't have... Michigan statute does not create an explicit exemption for situations where one of the parties to the communication has given the person prior consent to the interception. And it looks like there is still some debate on that. But yes, no, if you are a participant, then currently people have agreed that you are okay to record the conversation.
All right, then.
Oh, man, just looking at all those statues. Oh,
it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Law is hard.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So what else?
Let's see. The ESA is actually putting forward a call to have somebody design a crew launch abort system for their rockets. So it looks like the European Space Agency actually wants to launch their own astronauts, which is new.
That would be good. Then they would not be dependent on us.
On us or on Russia, which Russia actually is right now currently DOA. The last Soyuz launch, the rocket platform kind of wasn't secure during the launch, and I do believe fell into the flame trench and kind of screwed up their whole launch pad.
So
they're out of
their launch capacity is reduced.
Their launch capacity is gone right now.
Gone. They only had one launch platform?
I think so.
There's no way. Andy, there's no way. Andy, we have like 30 different platforms at Cape Kennedy.
On November 27th, Russia's Cosmodrome experienced a severe accident that has suspended Russia's ability to launch payloads and crews to space. The collapse of the maintenance cabin, which was lying upside down in the flame trench. The collapse of this maintenance cabin means Russia's only launch site capable of launching missions to the ISS is out of service.
Well, shit. We're rapidly getting to the point where we can't get to the ISS.
Yes. So yes, you're right. They can still launch things to space, but launching crews, not so much.
Yeah. And that makes sense. A crew module is a bit harder.
Yes. That's why the ESA is starting to ask for people.
Has anyone said, yeah, we'll do that?
Let's see. The launch abort demonstrator call will be run through the system. It's just through their normal channel, so it's going to take a bit.
Okay.
I mean, this was just announced on November 28th. So
they've put the call out.
Yes. That they want.
No idea if they're getting heard.
Yes.
Well, time to figure out how to get a crew safely off of a rocket.
But it's kind of a little ridiculous that the ESA is like, you know what, we're not going to rely on the United States anymore for launching people into space. Guess we'll have to do it ourselves.
I mean, good for them.
Yep.
I approve. I wholeheartedly approve.
Well, is there anything else on the last couple of topics that you're interested in? If not, I can just go straight to the random review.
I think I'm all right.
Okay.
Let's hit the review. It's your review.
It is my review. There's a game I've been playing, mobile game, called Pixel Flow. Kate actually was playing this first, and then I saw it, and it's kind of interesting. Basically, each level is a grid, sometimes square, sometimes rectangle, but it's a grid of basically pixels. Mm-hmm. And on the bottom of the screen are various pigs of different colors with numbers on them, but they're basically just shooters.
Okay.
And the number is the number of shots, and the color of the pig is the color that shoots out, and the colors match the pixel art.
Sure.
So there's a little track that goes around the outside in a big circle, or a rect square, basically. So you pick a pig, and it starts working its way from the outside, shooting the pixels. When it runs out of ammo, it disappears. If it doesn't run out of ammo, it gets put in like a little 5-wide waiting dock, and then you can pick another one. And it's a fun little puzzle game.
Okay.
I'm already up to level 179. Kate's in the 700s.
Jesus.
So there's lots of them. The pixel art is, I'm not sure where they got the pixel art. Some of them I may or may not be copyrighted. But there was things like, there was a Pikachu with a Jason mask for some reason.
So they're probably AI generated.
Maybe, but one of them was a QR code. So, of course, I had to take a screenshot of the game and read the QR code. They rickrolled me.
Really?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yes. That one, I was like, I'm looking at him going, oh, this is a QR code. And she's like, what? And so I did, I held down the button and I circled it and the QR code popped up. I'm like, oh, it's a legit QR code. And I click it and it opens up YouTube and it's Rick Astor. I'm like, oh.
Recognize the YouTube URL?
Well, no, because it was a QR code. So it only showed me the little bit.
Oh, it was just like YouTube.
And then as soon as YouTube opened up, I saw what video it was. I'm like, oh, they got me.
Yeah.
So there's different things on here. Like I'm got a level right now that I'm looking at that's got these like snakes that block part of the pixel. So you actually have to keep shooting the snake until it disappears, and then you can actually get to the pixels behind it.
Okay.
Some of the pigs are actually connected together. So instead of selecting one pig, you actually select two of them. Like I've got a blue and a red one here that are connected, so they have to go at the same time. So if I only have one open space in my little waiting area and this thing goes around, it won't fit and it will end the level. Mm-hmm. Which the one caveat I have on here is you're probably going to want to pay for the ad-free version.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, this is absolutely an ad-supported game.
Yeah, there's an ad after every level. Which, most of the ads weren't too bad. It was when the Temu ads started showing up that those ones are a pain in the butt because it actually tries to get you to go to the Temu app.
Yep.
And it's like,
no way around it.
Well, you actually, mine is I open up the thing there because it opens up the Temu app. So I close the Temu app and then I pop back over and then I wait for the X to show up and then I close it and then it's fine. But it's like when you're opening up another app.
Yeah.
Let's go with the ad-free mode. And I'm like, I've got enough Google funny money. I'll pay for the ad-free.
How much was it?
How much was the ad? I don't remember off the top of my head.
How much was it? Yeah. Okay.
Let me see. Looking at my Google, $8.
Oof.
Well, I literally have $42 of Google funny money that I need to start using up because it's going to start expiring soon. So $8 was well worth it.
Okay.
Plus, it now lets me play offline, so I don't actually have to be connected to the internet, which is good because some of the transmitter sites that I go to do not have very good cellular connection. Mm-hmm. So, yes, Pixel Flow. Fun little puzzle type game. I don't even know how to describe the puzzle.
It's almost like a tower defense Picross.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I watch it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And the pictures are part of the fun there too, where you try and recognize them. Like some of them are fun. One of the ones I just played the other day was like a rainbow snowflake. Like it wasn't a hard level. It was just a fun level to play with all the colors. So, but yeah, some of the hard levels are hard where you actually have to juggle a full waiting board and 5 of them already on the conveyor. So it's like you have to literally be juggling between the 2 of them. You can't go slow on some of the levels. So
okay, is it infinite retries though?
What?
Is it infinite retries?
Well, you have it has lives. So yes, there is a 5 max life, and then the hearts will recharge.
Okay.
So, infinite tries on a level, but you'll get about 5 tries at a time. Unless you want to pay for the extra lives, which
is a separate thing than the ad-free?
Yes, it is.
Okay, kind of gross.
I haven't reached that yet. Kate has, but like I said, she is like 600 levels ahead of me.
Yep.
So, trying to catch up, but, one bit at a time.
Yeah.
All right, so that leads us to the random topic. Rolled ahead of time.
Yup.
Can I use your garage to store my maple syrup jar collection? This is a Hans question because Hans is the only one I know who actually cares about maple syrup.
I mean, I like maple syrup. Specifically maple syrup, not maple flavored syrup.
I know. Hans, I stayed at Hans' his dorm room, I do believe, one time because I had done an internship at a Lansing TV station. And I thought, hey, if I got this 2 days in a row, what if I just stay up in Lansing overnight?
Yeah.
And we had spaghetti. And as the dessert, he gave me an actual maple syrup flight.
That's amazing.
Yes, it was. I learned more about maple syrup that night than I had in my entire previous existence.
Sure.
Because my parents always got the Mrs. Butterworth the maple flavored stuff.
No. Yeah. The log cabin, the Mrs. Buttersworth,
yes.
the gross.
Yes.
Gross.
Which that reminds me, when is the Kalamazoo Nature Center has a maple syrup festival. When is it? The Maple Sugar Festival is March 7th this year. Okay. They do the whole thing at the Nature Center. So I'm curious about doing that this year. Bring the kids out there, actually have them try actual maple syrup. They do all that, and they have an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast.
Ooh. Yum.
Yep. Plus, you're also helping out the Nature Center, so I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
But if he wants to store them in my garage, he can. I mean, we could easily put up another shelf.
So, I don't have a kitchen right now. And that doesn't sound important and relevant until you understand that I had a kitchen and all that stuff has to go somewhere.
Yes.
So, no. No, you cannot.
Yep, nope. We did not have our bathroom for a bit. But all the things that were in the bathroom, because we had to take the bathroom down to the studs, so all that stuff had to go somewhere, and it lived in Kate's office for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I understand your kitchen is probably 10 times worse than just a little tiny bathroom, but I understand and get it, and yes, I feel that pain.
Yeah, my kitchen is, I cannot, I don't have a kitchen. There is no cabinet. There is no sink. There is no counter. There is holes in the walls. So no, you may not. Thank you for asking. I hope you find some place to store it. Andy apparently has space in his garage.
I will also be less of a drive from West Virginia.
Correct.
But I feel like you could find something closer. Maybe a storage unit?
Probably. That might be the better way to go.
Yes. It's not going to cost you anything to use my garage, but I feel like a storage unit would probably be the easier option, especially if you wanted to come get some, because then you would have to drive here, or I would have to mail it to you. Either way might be a problem. So, well, on that note, that's a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast, or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.